dedicated office solutions. And as I say in my 30 seconds, we're a comprehensive answering service. What does that mean? We basically provide a staffing solution for small to mid-sized businesses, which helps them save a ton of money on payroll, training, insurance, tax, all kinds of expenses that are associated with hiring employees. But more importantly, it helps you secure the business that you're working so hard to bring your way. We ensure that you never miss a phone call, that the phone calls that are answered in the most professional way possible. With our service, we assign a phone number that you can either forward your line to or publish. It can be a local number in this market or any area code in the country, or a toll-free number. If you're running multiple campaigns and you need to track your marketing efforts, which is important so that you know where to spend your dollars, we can give you different numbers that you can use to track those different campaigns. It's extremely versatile. With the phone number, you'll also get a dedicated team of representatives. So that's 6 or 7 people who answer throughout the day and are available to represent your company. The reason it's a small group is that we don't think that your business will benefit by having your calls go to one of 50 people who may or may not know anything about your business. So we give a very small team that learns all the ins and outs of how you want the front end handled. And we learn your business, we learn the culture of your company. Some companies are have a casual vibe, some companies are very, more professional. And we will understand the clientele that you're servicing, and we'll be able to accommodate you in every aspect. So you have a dedicated team. We train with you in a really comprehensive way. It starts with you filling out a questionnaire. And when I say you, it's not you guys, it's anybody who you think is a good fit. But we will customize all of the details so that we learn enough about how you want the front end handled. We build it on our system. We use state-of-the-art technology, which is specifically designed for answering services. The system will identify the unique number assigned to you, populate all of the scripting that we've programmed so that exactly what you want said comes up for the agent, plus all of the supporting documentation, so that if there's a question, frequently asked questions, if somebody wants to know something, we can kind of access that knowledge base so that we have all of the tools at our fingertips to be able to assist your callers in any situation that comes up on the phone. Some of the situations that we handle for our clients are, there's really only 5 types of calls that occur, and we handle all of them. There's messages, somebody's not available, we take all their detailed information and we relay it. There's call patches or transfers where somebody calls your office to speak to you, we get their details, we call you to see if you're available. If you are, it seamlessly transfers through to you. If not, we go back and take a message. Then there's taking information, qualifying a lead, where there might be 6 or 10 or 12 questions that you want answered before you before you follow up with that person. So a lot of mortgage, financial, lead generation, they want to make sure that they're talking to the core clientele. So we'll qualify a lead, and if it meets certain criteria, then maybe patch it or just handle it according to the instructions. So then there's scheduling appointments. We have a lot of financial, we have accountants, lawyers, financial advisors, we have doctors, we have clinics, we have landscapers, just a lot of different companies that need appointments scheduled. So we'll do that with a web-based system. We can use any CRM, any customer relations management software that a client has, and we can use their logins and go in and we'll just learn everything that they need us to do, or we can use a Google Calendar and set things up. We're very versatile. So we can do all of your scheduling. If you are in an industry where you're on the road and you have to go to clients to do consults or installs or services, we try to keep you in the same location, and we keep that in mind. We're very common sense oriented, very. So we are in the business of business, and that means that we're always thinking about making your job easier and more profitable. So we do things like, in scheduling, try to keep you not bouncing all over the Metroplex. If you are going to go out and see clients, we cluster you for the same areas on the same days. So, and then the last one is an order. We have a lot of clients that sell products and services, so we can explain, we get a full understanding of your products and services, and we can explain them to your prospects and close sales. We can place orders online, we can place orders on our system, so it's very comprehensive and versatile. After each call, we send an email and a text message right away, so there's instant notification. That can go to multiple people if you work with somebody or if you have employees and you want to oversee anything that they're doing. We can send that however you want, it's customized. And a report is sent at the end of every night, which will be a summary of all of the messages that you've gotten throughout the day so that you can sit down and just review and make sure that nothing has fallen through the cracks and that you've attended to everything you needed to do that day. We answer an extended business day. From Monday through Friday, it's 7:30 a.m. to 11 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Sunday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. So we're covering your existing business hours and probably a little bit after. The nice part about that is even if you don't have a need for answering services during the business day, there's a lot of business to be secured after 6 p.m. and before 11 p.m. People come home, they think about what they need to do, and they're very often calling businesses. Even if they think they're not going to get somebody, they can kind of check it off their to-do list if they've left a message with the expectation that they'll get called back. Unfortunately, most times if a message is left, it's very hard to reach that person. You're playing phone tag, you're wasting a time that doesn't need to be spent, and a one-call resolution where we answer and help that prospect and convert them into a potential sale is ideal. I'll take questions if anybody has questions, if they're thinking about anything specific.
What's the approximate cost of this service?
Okay, that's a great question. The packages are based on call volume, and we have plans to fit the needs of every sized business. My smallest plan is 100 minutes, and then it goes up from there. So 100 minutes would be $170. The next plan is what most established businesses start out, which is 200 minutes for $235 a month. Now, let me explain the minutes. Our system calculates the live talk time, and what we do, which is different than anybody in our industry, is we bill in 1 second increments. When we pick up the phone, there is no minimum, so we're not immediately charging you for 30 seconds or a minute, which is the standard. When we are finishing a call, we don't round up to the next increment of 30 seconds or a minute. So you're paying for true time. You're paying for 1 second increments, exactly what you use. You're getting coverage for a long business day and a 7-day work week, but you're only actually paying for the time that you use. There's no setup fee. There's no commitment required. It's month to month. Our setup time is 24 to 48 hours, depending on how much training is required for your business, how complex the details are. And then we can start any time after that. A lot of times there are companies endeavoring on, they're redoing their site or they're just getting started and they're wanting the service but they don't need it right now. They'll set up the service and then we can let it sit on hold until they're ready to actually launch. So you might want to just kind of get that done, get all your ducks in a row, and then activate when you're ready, and that will begin your first month. So you pay for the month in the beginning. There's no setup fee, but you're going to just pay for your minutes up front. Any overage will be charged at the end. If you start at 100 minutes because you just have no idea how your call volume is going to play out, and you do a really successful marketing campaign and you wind up getting a huge amount of calls, and let's say you use 335 minutes, I will not charge you a per minute rate based on that 100-minute plan. We'll just bump you up retroactively to the plan that's most cost effective. So we look at the billing every single month and we make smart small business decisions. We're very easy to work with. So if your volume fluctuates, your plan will fluctuate, and we'll make sure that you're not overpaying or under purchasing. In our setup, go ahead.
Well, my question on that note was, you said if we go over, what if you go under? Do those minutes roll over into the next month?
They don't roll over, and I usually recommend for people to just start with the smallest that they think that they need. For $170 to have a full-time staff who knows your business inside and out and is available 7 days a week is a good bargain.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Next question I have, as far as emails coming in, okay, can you respond to the inbound email also besides just the phone calls?
Absolutely. Yeah, we can handle email correspondence as well. Depending on your volume, I customize a package for you. In real estate, what we do with a lot of our real estate clients is there are leads that come in, and a lot of companies, a lot of industries have this, where you have a contact form where you're doing a marketing campaign that goes to a landing page and you're trying to get a form of information filled out. We can be copied on that form and we will make the outbound calls. So when you get
All right.
Trulia leads and you get those leads
All
online,
right, very good.
we can.
Because I get stuff from Reply and stuff, and I'm having trouble right now getting to all of those particular leads,
Right.
because they come in abundance.
And better than even replying via email, they always put a contact number mostly, so we can just call those people and then qualify them, and then if
Speed is
they're.
everything there, so
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, we're on top of it.
we're getting together 19th, right?
Yes. Sooner if you need.
Outgoing sales, 10 calls.
Okay, thank you. We're predominantly inbound, but we will do outbound. If you have a list of warm leads, people that are just qualified as good prospects for you, people you've done business in the past, if you run a seminar and you want to follow up, if you want confirmation calls, if you want to just touch base with your existing clientele to just keep your customer service at its optimum level, we can make outbound calls as well.
So, Amy beat me to it on that. So if we wanted to focus our 100 minutes or our 200 minutes more toward prospecting, lead generation, appointment setting, we can do, you can
Absolutely.
customize and tailor it for that.
Absolutely, and outbound is charged the same way as inbound. So if you have a CRM that has some leads or people that have contacted your corporate, and you can go in and just start working that list, we can do that. You can just give us the logins, you tell us how to filter it out, and then we can make those calls for you.
Cold calling too, or just prospects with warm leads?
The reason why I shy away from cold calling is it's not a smart use of your dollars. We're too high quality for it. Cold calling is just it's a bang, yeah. So, you're spending a lot of time on may or may not get a good result,
Yeah.
and you're gonna pay us for that time regardless of the result. So there are not that many good outbound cold calling companies, but the ones that do, they charge you for the legitimate prospects, so all of the in-between stuff, they don't charge you, so they fill it in. We don't work that way. So that's why, I mean, if you had something small, and, I mean, we're very flexible. If there was a reason and you were comfortable with it and you wanted us to do it, I can do it. But I will always tell somebody if this is not the best fit, in my opinion, and the decision is yours. I will never let somebody who's not a good fit for the service use the service. If someone calls me and they say, I just want voicemail, and I'm gonna be just advertising a number and people want to hear a recording, there are plenty of services that are really inexpensive for that, and I'll refer them to one of the quality services for that. We're very specific in what we do. We have the best office people that you will find. You will want to hire them for yourselves, but you can't. So, we are very good at what we do, and we stick with it.
I've used their services as a staff member go on vacation. They were very professional, they were very prompt. They were able to do some warm transfers. Also, they were able to take payments for insurance clients. So they are very good and very effective. I do recommend using their services because they are very professional, followed up. I was actually very impressed with the whole process.
Thank you.
Well, very
Appreciate
good.
that.